Welcome back, cousins, to the channel. So I just want to get into a lot of news that is happening right now, and some of it is weather, some of it is let's just get into it. Definitely hit that like button, share the video out, leave your comments down below. I'm interested to know what your opinions are. Be mindful, be kind to others in the comments. So as a reminder, Tyson Food will be closing, and 809 of their employees will be losing their job come February 14th. This is happening in Emporia. In other news, protests are happening right now. This is happening in California on the 101 freeway. People are protesting President Trump's immigration policy. This all broke out either yesterday or today, but it says protesters in Los Angeles blocked both sides of 101 freeway while protests in response to President Trump's immigration policies. Y'all, it's a lot happening. Keep your head on a swivel. I'm going to show you a quick video of it. And what you're seeing here is the protest. They blocked both sides of the 101. The crowd gathered near El Pueblos. Police was called on the demonstration. As you can see, they are lined up and ready. This is crazy what is happening around the U.S. right now. This person is driving through the crowds, y'all. Moving on, in other news, there was a flight out of Houston that caught fire. So United Airlines flight from Houston to LaGuardia had to abort takeoff on Sunday morning. Video of passenger shows flames coming from the plane's wings. No one was injured. What is going on in the aviation world, y'all? Next, we have Costco's. Costco's is under attack, y'all. A former Costco executive is fed up with attacks on the grocery club's DEI policies, saying that critics don't understand the company's culture. The term DEI didn't even exist to us. It was the way we ran our business. We didn't need to be told, is what Costco's is basically saying. It's who we are. Campbell, age 82, who retired from the company in 2015, began his career at Costco as a store manager trainee in 1986 and worked his way up the executive ranks. He spent 29 years at Costco and is fiercely defensive of it, and the grocery chain faces an onslaught of attacks for the refusal to get rid of their DEI initiatives. If you aren't aware, many companies are or have gotten rid of their DEI, Walmart, Target, etc. I think Starbucks as well, and some other companies have gotten rid of their DEI programs, and Costco says they are not. In other news, there are also dozens of employees at the Department of Education were placed on paid administrative leave just past Friday. There were at least 55 education department employees, including senior level career workers, who have served the agency for decades. The letter stated, effective January 31st, 2025, you will be placed on administrative leave with full pay and benefits pursuant to the President's executive order on DEIA and further guidance from OPM, the letter says, according to a copy obtained by the news organization. This administrative leave is not being done for any disciplinary purpose other than DEIA. And in other news, the United States president warns Americans that they could feel some pain from his new tariffs. Trump stated on Sunday that Americans could feel some pain from the emerging trade war triggered by his tariffs against Canada, Mexico, and China, and claimed that Canada would cease to exist without its trade surplus with the United States. Again, he signed this on Saturday, and I'm going to let you know it is going to go into effect on tomorrow, on Tuesday. That was in a different article that I saw, but in this particular article, it says that the trade penalty that Trump signed on Saturday at his Florida resort caused a mix of panic, anger, and uncertainty, and threatened to rupture the decades-old partnership on trade in North America while further straining relations with China. The article goes on to state that by following through on the campaign pledge, Trump may also have simultaneously broken his promise to voters in last year's election that his administration could quickly reduce inflation. That means the same frustration he is facing from other nations might also spread domestically to consumers and businesses. We are going to see higher prices, period, y'all. So whatever you can do today to save a little bit of money with your grocery shopping, go ahead and do that. Lock in on whatever the prices are now, because they are expected to go up as this continues. I thought I'd show y'all the article because I'm pretty sure there'll be somebody in the comments saying I made this up. So in quotation marks, it says, Trump said, there will be some pain? Yes. Will there be pain? Yes. Maybe and maybe not. This is what he said on his social media post. But we will make America great again, and it will all be worth the price that must be paid. But for me, the only people that's going to pay the price is the people who are already struggling now to make ends meet. The higher ups are not going to feel anything, any of this. So take it for what you will. We are all going to experience higher prices. We are all going to need to start looking into how we can save a little bit more money, whether it's couponing online, because they barely have them in the Sunday papers anymore. Some kind of way we got to figure out how we can stretch our meals and make them last. Canada has already spoken out, and they said that they will be hitting the U.S. with 25% tariffs as well. According to the BBC, Canada, Mexico, and China have vowed to respond to sweeping new tariffs to their exports to the U.S. that was announced by Donald Trump. Trump said a levy of 25% on Canada and Mexico and 10% for China. The U.S. president said the move was in response to his concerns about illegal immigration and drug trafficking. In response, both Canada and Mexico said they were preparing similar tariffs on U.S. goods, while China added it would take necessary countermeasures to defend its legitimate right and interest. Economists are warning that these tariffs, if they last a long time, are going to affect us in the following ways possibly. It could lead to price rising on the wide range of products from cars, lumber, steel, food, and alcohol. Consumers in all countries could see an increase in the cost of living if businesses decide to pass on higher costs to customers. Lastly, but not least, I have two stories. They're weather related. So I heard it was Groundhog Day. What were the results? I have no idea. Let's find out together. So this is all about Phil, and did Phil see his shadow? Are we going to see an early spring, or are we going to see more of this freaking cold weather? So according to this article, it says overall, it's not surprising that most folks want to see an early spring. I know I do. But they say if you do, you might want to head south. And I say heading south doesn't save you anymore, because the south is getting snow now too, right? They say there may be some temporary setbacks, but warm air is returning to Florida and the Gulf Coast states. That being said, warm temperatures are likely over the southern tier throughout February. So kudos to y'all. Enjoy your warm weather. I was in South Carolina on Saturday. I did not have to wear a jacket. It felt wonderful. But winter misery is forecast to hang on in much of the nation's northern tier for the next few weeks. We're going to be back and forth when it comes to cold, warm, mild, all of those things in between. The northwestern U.S. will be especially cold in early February, according to the Climate Prediction Center, which may see much more below normal temperatures, along with cold will come snow, which is also possible in the northwest cities of Seattle and Portland in early February. There is a little bit of good news in there. And that is that we have seen most of the worst of the storms in January, but the bad news is that some signs that a late disruption in the vortex is possible later in February and in early March, which could funnel some colder, stormier weather into the Great Lakes and the Northeast. Millions could face potential travel nightmares along I-90 corridor from Chicago to Boston. Midwest and Northeast could face crippling impacts from potential ice threat. Ice storm likely to peak from Wednesday night into Thursday. A potentially dangerous ice threat from a developing winter storm looms for millions of people from the Midwest to the Northeast this week. And while it's still too early to know exactly where the storm will track, there's said to be sleet and freezing rain that could wreak havoc on your travel. The weather is not done with us. A lot of us are going to experience warm weather, so enjoy that. Get your planting going. Do the things that I would love to be doing here. But we do have some sun. We are going to have some warm days, like near 70 or 70 degrees. So I'm going to do as much as I possibly can during those times, and then just do indoor things when it's cold outside, y'all. So take care, stay safe. I hope this was news that you can use. Leave your thoughts, your opinions, all of that down in the comments. And I'll see y'all in the next video. And there will be another video today, so stay tuned.